Hi, I'm Eric Meyer, and welcome to my studio. And I'm here to give you a behind-the-scenes tour of my space, and this is for American Crafts in my studio series. So this is where I spend most of my free time. It's about 140 square feet, so it's 14 long and about 10 wide. And this is where I make some furniture and decor and also hand tools. So this is what I mean by hand tools. I try to keep the ones I use the most within arm's reach. So now I didn't make all of these, but I can show you where it started at for me. So I started making my own tools mostly to solve a problem. And it started out with a hammer pretty similar to this one. Small brass hammers are a dime a dozen. You can really find them anywhere, but I wanted one with this kind of specific shape, and that was mostly to make it easier to adjust this tool here, because this shape allowed me to sneak behind this casting here and tap my blades left and right to get them kind of right in the perfect spot where I want them. This is what set me on my journey. Then I started experimenting with the form. In terms of whatever I want to make, it just kind of comes down to what I think is going to be fun, more so than anything. Some of it is just because I saw something and it looked cool and I wanted to try to make my own version of it. Some things is just goofy stuff that I think is going to be funny, and that's more often than not kind of where I go with stuff. For the metalworking side, I'm primarily using steel and brass, and I try to buy steel that's been pre-ground. It saves me a lot of time. So this requires some work to get it to a place where you can use it, compared to something like this, which is, if you notice, is nice and shiny and smooth, and this is all pre-ground. So it's definitely more expensive to buy something like this than it is to buy, this is what, hot rolled steel. But the advantage for me is it's a massive time saver. So material choice is one of the limitations of a smaller place. The machines aren't very big. They're capable. They're much slower than the big machines. But it's when you can dial in and find the thing that really works for you, then I try to stick with that. One of the reasons that I like using all these hand tools, it offers a lot of versatility, which is important for me because space in the studio is limited, so I can't have a lot of the big woodworking machines. There's different considerations based on what you want to bring in here, so I try to bring in the stuff that I'm going to have the most fun using while being able to get the job done. So one of the things I do to try to make this studio space easier to work in is I tend to modify a lot of my stuff just to based on the way that I work. For example, like this tool here, I went through, added this big old piece of plastic here. That allows me to set this on my bench like this, and kind of use the tool in this manner, and that will give me a perfectly straight and square edge here rather simply. So, and then I have some specialty jigs. So there's this one I made for when I'm working on hammers, and this is just here to help with sanding. I can come in, do some sanding and polishing on it without it moving around. Work holding gets to be kind of difficult on smaller things, and then this is all oversized, so I have space here to place whatever tools that I need when I'm working on this. So with every project that I work on, I really try to push myself and to do something that maybe I haven't done before, which is great in this space. Like I said, it allows me the flexibility to really kind of try to do whatever I want to do, and work with any kind of material that I might want to work with. So easily I can pivot from wood to metal to really anything. So if you want to check out more of my work, there's an article that is going to accompany this video. You can also check it out online. My website is ericmeyermaker.com. I also post up on YouTube and Instagram. And so thanks for coming on this studio tour with me. And thank you to American Craft for this opportunity. And I will see you on the next one. And oh, hey, one last thing. My space does not normally look like this. This is typically what it looks like after a project is over.